off into the darkness and we never see you.
Yeah, that was funny. Then he comes back. It's all over with.
Dies with like 2 seconds to spare.
At least we didn't see him in zombie form.
How's my sound now?
Fine.
I can hear you.
Okay, because I turned my headset microphone off and turned my other microphone on, and it's catching. What a mess. You can't win for losing. Okay, so why am I here? I need something here. Here we go. Okay, so Arestra had gone up this staircase. There's a spiral staircase going up and down. This one does the same. And she has started to go up, and she got about halfway when she heard this really heavy, slow, deep breathing. So she tiptoed back down. There's something huge up there. Sleep right now, but it's big.
Think it's the big snake lady? Whatever her name is.
The mistress.
The mistress, yeah.
I think the prisoners were taken downstairs, was where they saw her.
Oh. Maybe it's Cerberus guarding the tower. Anyway, I thought we were
Yes.
going to...
They were taken downstairs. And several, you'd remember you have been, gagged and bagged and that kind of thing, so you wouldn't necessarily see, but going downstairs is obvious you're going downstairs.
Yeah.
We go through the little tunnel that came to this room, going down the big stairs out front.
What of my stuff do I have? Like, am I just chained here?
We found the storeroom that had your...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your regular stuff, armor, etc., you have.
Yeah, the stuff we talked about I have. The stuff that they would have taken, we already talked about.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So we're looking at that map on the lower right is where the cell was. On the lower left is where the storage room was in the corners.
Yes, this is where the cells were. This is where the storage room was.
And then maybe center was where the tunnel goes connecting to the rest of the...
Yes, And it's about...
keep.
Well, this center pillar is centered in the room, so got 2 meters this way, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 3 more meters
Off.
back over here to the tunnel.
Well, if we wanted to rest for several hours to get some recover magic points, probably be better in the storeroom than the cells, because they're going to come looking in the cells periodically, I imagine.
You would think so, but the prisoners, they want to go home.
That's what I thought we were deciding, right? Or are we going to take these prisoners?
Oh yeah, how many other people are there? I thought it was just me. I didn't know.
No, there's a brother and a sister, an old man, and a farmer's wife. A merchant. He's not really an old man, but a merchant and a farmer's wife.
And they don't seem to be mesmerized.
And they are not. That you can tell. And they would have all told you about having been attacked by a spirit.
Spirit.
But they were able to, they won the spirit combat. And from that, they were taken and put in these prison cells.
Okay, so we have 2 choices here. We go and rest and then depart, taking the prisoners or the rescuees back to town, or we stay and try to press on after we've recovered. I guess I'm voting for retreating, because even if we recover our hit points, we've spent a lot of rune points. I don't know that we've got sufficient healing left to try to press on.
Did the female dark troll, she dead forever, or was she healed?
I'm not showing her having taken any damage, but she has burned up all of her magic points.
Oh, remember she went down, then her brother had to come up to.
It was the other way around. The brother went down, and she came up.
So is the male troll alive?
He is now conscious, yes.
Oh, conscience, okay.
Yeah, he got hit in the head, and that's what put him down.
Your camera went out.
No,
Brian.
For me,
Mimi? This one?
I see you.
Or
Oh,
this
wait,
one?
really? Oh, okay.
I see you.
I was getting black when you were speaking, but I
Really?
also don't have the host at all. But your camera's working again. I'm not sure
Okay.
what that was.
Technical
Maybe I'm on his
difficulties.
Yeah, it was really strange. Because everyone else's camera was working, so I was watching it go back and forth, and it was just a black screen for you for like a minute.
Oh, maybe it was just trying to catch up to it. If you have the main screen changing every time somebody's talking, that'll cause all kinds of issues. Just go ahead and show either everybody equally, or click on the map screen and use it for the primary picture, and then everybody else will be on the side.
Map screen, hold on.
Yeah, the
Oh,
grid,
I see it now.
the grid.
There we go. I have the grid now.
Okay.
Oh, it won't let me come up. Oh, there it goes.
If you click on it, so it's the primary picture, and then you got everybody up on the side.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did that. We're good now.
Okay, good. Yeah, he had gone negative in the head. He's now +3 in the head.
Yeah, like I said, between us, we don't.
But his left arm is still negative,
Yeah.
and his maw is all but destroyed.
If the prisoners want to leave, I suggest we take them home.
Yeah, I think we're in agreement. That was one of our missions, was to rescue the townsfolk.
Severus will ask if you guys know how you got here, because I was gagged, so I don't know where I am.
We came came on a boat through the swamps.
Okay, so we'd be able to come back here.
Yeah, they know the way.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Let the party talk.
So the party is the 4 of us, 5 of us, plus the 2 trolls.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Then that works. We need to take these people back, but I will be coming back here as well.
Ooh.
Is that the plan? Back through the tunnel, to the hallway, up the stairs, in the turret,
Yes.
out into the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a distance mechanic involved with fetch?
There's a distance mechanic involved, and you're being able to sense. Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
We're also taking our 2 prisoners
So who's
with
the
us.
most healthy? Is the female troll?
Hit point wise, yes, absolutely.
And then probably me, because I got 11 hit points. Ooh. So I guess one in the front, one in the back, and all the injured in between.
Sounds like a plan.
Because the rester is not in any shape to fight.
Well, if I'm only at half HP, then I'm at 8. And if I have my stuff, I can definitely fight.
Yeah. Why don't you be the guardian of the townsfolk?
Yeah, I'll be up in front leading the... Or not up front, but I'll be in front of all the townsfolk, yeah.
Yeah, just follow the trolls know how to get back to the boat.
Awesome.
I missed a session or two, so I don't have my bearings in this room, and
Yeah, me neither.
how many levels we are underground and all that stuff. Looks like I have to next time we come back, I'll do good old dungeon diving and get
Get a mapper?
a square and just start tracing along.
I know at one point, my goal was keeping track of
The maps.
map stuff. Yeah. Okay, so through the tunnel, down the hallway, up the stairs. No encounters. There's a broken boat.
Right, we've heard about that.
And which was your boat. Your boat got destroyed. But there is another boat there.
The one that the old man and the other 3
Yes, with the 2 newtlings must have come in.
Yep. You didn't respond when I mentioned that we are bringing our prisoners out.
Oh, those 2. Okay, yeah. Okay.
You guys have prisoners?
Yep. We put 2 unconscious out in the hallway.
Oh, nice.
Trust them up. So I have, like a spare dagger I can give somebody to use to guard them and stuff like that.
Well, they're tied up and gagged. You probably have to loosen their feet for them to be able to walk and stuff, but that's all you need to do.
Right.
And there is a mechanic for if you want to knock somebody out, right? Like the pommel of your sword, back of the head kind of thing, where you roll damage versus their hit points on the power versus power matrix. If you succeed, they're unconscious.
First, you got to do an aimed attack, I guess.
Well, I mean, if they're gagged in front of you, you're behind them.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's not that hard.
Okay.
So we take the new boat and we make our way back to Marsh Edge.
Interesting. The old man didn't get away on the boat, huh?
He teleported out.
Yeah, but we didn't know where he went. How far he can teleport.
Yeah, you don't know. Nobody here knows anything about teleportation.
No.
And
2 newtlings ran away.
No, they crawled away, yeah.
All the way damaged.
And it does not look like there's any encounters on the way back. But I am going to need probably an intelligence times 2 roll. Unless somebody's got tracking. Because you're going through the swamp, backtracking the way you came. So that's not the vision that...
All right.
Somebody has
they even had
navigation, I think. Who
Track.
has?
Yeah, track is manipulation.
The track should be perception.
Huh?
Don't you have navigation? Aren't you
Oh, you're right. It is perception.
Are you a boating person?
He is a boating person.
Yeah, I got good boat skills. Not a problem. Paddling it.
That wasn't the question. Don't you have a navigational skill or talent?
Navigational skill.
And navigation should be like a knowledge skill.
Knowledge.
Not in the list.
Nope, there's no navigation.
So could he use his boating skill to substitute for navigation?
Well, boating is controlling the boat so that it goes the way you want it to go, not necessarily knowing where you need to go.
Yeah.
Right.
Ship handling would be like navigation, possibly.
Okay. Do you have any of that?
The bare minimum.
Okay.
10.
But any tracking skill, there's not a generic survival thing.
Right. Tracking, I got 15. Let me see a character sheet for Arestra.
How about the trolls?
Oh,
Do they
yeah.
have any tracking?
Dower does have tracking.
And I'm happy to roll my intelligence, but in fact,
Okay.
could I augment with my meditation?
Absolutely. You're trying to remember what you saw before.
Yep.
So tracking the rest is 15.
I missed my augmentation. So what is that, a minus 20?
Yeah, minus 20.
And I missed my intelligence roll. I don't know where we are.
Okay. Well, the Dark Troll with his tracking skill can at least get you going the right direction, going towards the edge of the marsh, where the fresh water's coming in kind of thing. So go ahead and make another one. And you augment again if you want.
Okay, that's meditation roll again.
Holy cow. Look at all these 80s.
83 twice in a row.
Where are you? Are you in Dice Roller?
Yeah, they're in the dice roller.
Oh, I gotta scroll farther.
And
down.
another 87. Okay.
The Discord is getting back at you for all of the Roll20 rolls I was having for the last 2 months. Terrible, terrible rolls. So Discord's got my back.
Okay, let's do another one.
Well, if we get hopelessly lost, I'll just summon my water naiad, who can probably direct us in the right direction.
Brian, are you asking
Does
me
Michael's
to make another
character
roll?
not have it? Subutai?
I don't know. Do we have in a seat?
Well, the Dark Hole has tracking. The problem is not that he can find a path to where we're going. The question is, are we on the right path? And that's where Davin's roles are come involved.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's trying to get us to the river. The Dark Troll can get to the edge of the marsh. Davin's trying, oh, no, this isn't right. This isn't right. Can you go south or can you go north? So yeah, Davin, go ahead and roll again. This is just time kept ticking by. That's what's happening.
Oh,
You're going up a little more stream going, and this isn't the right one. Back out to where the swamp water is smooth and roll again. And holy cow.
I have no clue.
Try throwing that asterisk in front and see if things change. I mean, the exclamation.
Okay.
That changed things, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. That's really interesting.
It's a different bot.
Oh,
Interesting. The dice parser versus the roll-em.
it is. Yeah.
I should kick that roll-em out.
Yeah, that Rollum is not getting anything below an 80.
That's bizarre. Okay, so be sure to use the exclamation point.
Yeah, in fact. Can I kick him out?
Maybe later. Just
well.
So that makes your intelligence times 3, right?
yes, it does.
Okay, so there's the river. So you start pulling up the river.
Yay.
This is where a boating rule comes involved.
For stability?
Yep.
All right. Let me do a boating roll.
Go for it.
Can I get a little inspiration with either water or movement?
Absolutely, either.
All right. Well, I'll do water since I don't have a check mark here. Let's see, exclamation point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, make sure you use that.
D100. 7.
There we go. That's a
7
special,
out of
right?
70. 7 out of 70. Yeah.
Okay. So you'll make extra time. Kind of some eddies to kind of push you along the edge and up forward.
Well, that was just to be inspired. I
Oh, it's plus 30 then.
haven't done a boat roll.
Okay, plus 30 on your boat.
Okay. Now watch me. 39. I succeed.
Okay.
Check my boat.
Check it.
And what you used for inspiration.
Yep.
Yeah, he already did that. Okay, so it's getting towards dawn as you pull into the town. I have a map of the town, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a different location from where we departed from, which was outside of town, across the field, and blah blah blah.
No, you're coming up on where you went down.
Oh, the same launching point.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, it took us a long time. It was nighttime. Dawn. We should march right to the
There it is.
chieftain and say, "Hey, your things are crooked." The one that's alive. And,
Here's my
did we capture
share.
one of the things?
You captured 2 guys, one of which you recognize as being one of the things.
Yeah, we'll drag
Here
his
we
ass
go.
in front of the chief.
Okay, I am sharing the screen.
No.
See, when it says live, scroll the sidebar up or down.
Got it. It's at the top. Yep.
Which town is this?
This is Marsh Edge.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we click on GM Brian, huh?
Yeah, and so can you see my mouse by chance
Where is it?
on the
Positions.
picture
Yeah,
from
position.
the screen video thing?
Yes.
So you can see where it's circling around in the pond in the middle.
Not anymore. I did for a moment. Now it's gone.
Oh,
So we come up under the boat or under the bridge,
oops.
past the water wheel.
Water
in the
wheel.
middle, and pull.
Actually, you'll
into-
probably park it just south of the water wheel of the mill. See that little dip?
Yeah.
That's probably where the boats have been launching to and from. Because there's like a sandy area there you can pull the boat up on.
All right, let's do that.
And I forgot what this building here is.
I just have 2 blue squares circling.
Oh, is it not catching up?
Nope, I don't have the sync or whatever.
I've got it.
I had it for a little while, then it disappeared.
No.
But that's okay, I'm listening.
Oh, that's the livery. That's where the horse paddock, just south of the water of the mill.
Yep.
And then there's the Golden Grain Inn, which is the light gray building to the southwest of the horse paddock.
Mm-hmm.
And if we go east, past the livery, we've got a little square building. That's where the dark trolls have been living.
Mm-hmm.
And the next building over is the
Chieftain.
chieftain's house. So you can cut across the lake side of the livery, right down to the troll's house,
Sure.
and then the road to the chieftains. Does that work?
Yes.
And you say it's dawn?
Yes.
That's good for the trolls. It's not too bright, correct?
Right, but everybody is deep tired.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and pissed off.
And hungry.
That's true too. Here we are. I think this is him and his buddy. What's that? Oh, those are the weapon things. There's the guy. Okay. Alfgar the Grim is the chieftain,
Chieftain.
and Traver is his bodyguard. To go up, knock on his door. A servant will answer.
Servant?
Yeah.
I will just boldly proclaim, Ingrilar here, rouse the chieftain. We have dire news.
Dire news.
We have returned from the lair of the mistress. Some of us.
Okay. He is in the process of getting up, getting ready for the day kind of thing. So he will shortly come out. Yes, you have dire news.
I guess we can drag the Thane up front. Said this one was in league with the mistress and fought against us in the lair. He is a traitor to you.
Look and say, Hulbar. What is this?
He and this other one would throw him forward with 2 newtlings and an old man who escaped through some powerful magics.
Describe the old man.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Ooh, make an intelligence ×3 roll.
To see if we accurately do it.
See how well you do it, yeah.
Intelligence ×3.
Success.
Oh, that's good.
He'll exclaim, that sounds like... I've got the sheet here somewhere to go. Too many pieces of paper. Let's get this put off the sheet. I don't have his name, but it sounds like the high priest of the temple.
The high priest. We thought it was the priestess that was needing to be watched. Interesting.
Yes, it was the priestess that he spoke to and warned her, keep everybody here.
You may recall that I saw her also in the vision of one of your thanes.
Yes, and that's why they went to speak to her.
Correct.
To make sure she's not getting involved.
And as well, the old man who apparently broke your rule or request that they stay in the temple.
One of our party was killed. However, we were able to rescue these several prisoners who were outside, who are now getting nourishment and healing.
Yeah, he'll well, he may recognize. Should I roll for him?
The merchant.
No, the farmer's wife. Nope. Can you see my mouse now on the lake?
I do.
I figured out what I was doing. Here we go.
No, of course not. I still have 2 squares.
You need to get your Wi-Fi speed up.
Wi-Fi.
Okay, so he'll say, everybody, come sit, rest, eat, and then we'll go and visit the temple.
I'm plugged in with the Ethernet cable, so it's not Wi-Fi.
So explain to him that the old man got away from us by teleporting away. So if you're going to go and confront them, go with caution.
Yes, most definitely. Okay, he will send for someone to help the farmer's wife get back to her stead.
And there's the matter of the
2 children need to get to Runegate. That's where they're from.
the exposed Thane and the other guy.
And the merchant needs to go down to Quackford. So he will have them set up somewhere where they can rest and wait for actual transportation. He'll send word to Runegate about the 2 children. The merchant can simply hook up with the next caravan coming through.
So you can tell, because we didn't do any mending or cleaning or washing or healing. We are really beat up. I got an arm that's hanging.
That's true. So does the troll.
Got a leg that's splinted.
Is there room with the trolls where we could all rest together?
Yes.
Safety in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Yeah,
I don't.
That house is perfectly fine for the whole party.
I certainly don't trust the inn.
Since we were captured out of there already.
Mm-hmm. There's something going on there as well in that cellar.
So we asked Elfgar, the Grim, may we take our leave and rest and recuperate? Do you have any other missions for us?
No, he does not.
Now it's just a matter of us doing a mystery solving if we choose to, right?
Right. But he's going to take the weapons thing. He's going to take him to the stocks, where we already have one of the weapons things from last time, right?
Right.
Probably check all of them at this point.
And he will.
How would you check them? Do some sort of a mind read?
Yeah, I guess there's not really a way to check all of the weapons things.
Well, it takes time, but I could do it.
That's what I'm saying. Is that something that Gavin could do?
And he is going to put. There's only 3 weapon things. He's going to put the last one under guard. House arrest kind of thing. Until more gets figured out.
These things are from a different tribe, or are they from his?
No, they're his tribe. They're his guys.
So he's feeling kind of like, what the heck?
Exactly.
Where's the loyalty around here?
What's going on? Who else is going to stab him in the back? Who else is, in the dark hunting his villagers?
Mm-hmm.
Stavros will put in his desire to return back to the temple after we're all recuperated enough. There's much more to discover there, as well as...
Yeah, I think you made that request.
Now, Alfgar will ask if you guys have investigated the shaman in the forest yet.
Have we? For news to me.
That's the one he doesn't trust. He thinks that guy's behind all this stuff.
Do I know this shaman?
What's the shaman's name? I'll ask.
You would.
I could put the mic to mute on.
Is it the same name as the disembodied voice gave us in the tunnel?
Oh, no.
Really?
No, it's not. Not at all.
So there's a new player.
Yeah, the chieftain does not know the name of the shaman in the woods.
Have you about this before? I don't.
He did mention it long time ago when you guys first showed up. After talking with Grandma Duck on who else she's suspicious of, he mentioned that he was suspicious of this shaman in the forest.
I know we went down the road to the right and down a little bit to some merchant's location.
No, there is a bed and breakfast right here that's being run by a duck family.
I know, but we did one investigation. I just can't remember where we went.
We stayed within Marsh Edge. We haven't left the town.
Yeah. Now this little place here is Grandma Duck's place. Mm-hmm. And she pointed out all these people over here as being bad folks. You need to watch out for them, check them out. But you pretty much just bypass them going to the chieftain's place.
Yes.
And there, that night, he had a feast. You guys met the Dark Trolls. They were invited. Actually, all the weapons things were there. That's why you recognized the one guy. And then the party would spend one night, I don't remember which one, if it was that night or the following, at the inn, and that's when they got captured. And then the following night, I believe it was,
why are you still moving stuff?
They got rescued as they were being taken to the river. Because the Dark Trolls were out snooping around.
I'm just trying to get into my closet.
So you guys are going to rest?
Yes.
Yeah.
The chieftain, after taking care of the weapon things, is going to go and confront the priestess. So is there anything you guys want to do other than just rest?
No, I need to recover. I think we all do.
Yeah, I'm assuming I can't do anything until I've recovered.
Yep.
When you say recovered, are you talking about hit points?
Well, spell points.
Because after
Magic
24
points.
hours, you'll have all of your magic points back.
Yeah, and then we can use those for healing.
Right. It's going to take 2 days. So we'll spend a day recovering magic points and using those magic points to heal. And then we'll spend another day recovering the magic points we just spent to heal. Right?
Yeah, but didn't we already use healing on everything we could? We did first aid on everything we could.
Yes.
What you're saying is,
And then we did the healing too.
with the week-long thing.
Unless you want to burn rune points.
Oh, you're saying
We're only allowed to use the
healing doesn't stack, just like Blade Sharp doesn't stack. Now, you could summon the Naiad. Do you remember what her healing number is?
No, I'd have to.
Because offhand, I don't remember either, and it's a PDF, and PDFs won't open when I have my screen capture software running.
Did you send me a PDF
With her capabilities?
of the Naiad? I don't know. I think one time you told me her name.
Do we have her uploaded anywhere? No, we got Subutai and Inglar and the Restra.
Did you make up a customized character sheet for her?
Not a full character sheet, no. It was a spreadsheet. That was PDF'd.
PDF.
can you send the PDF to somebody?
I'm going to see if I can.
Trying to open it.
Yeah. I'm going to try to.
Extra calendar.
I'll load it up into the character sheets thing here in a second. I was just checking out.
Runequest character. Runequest non-player character.
Okay. Character sheets. Need to upload. Oh, that's stickers. Yeah, there we go. Upload file.
But if I summon her, I'm down to 0 rune points. Rune points come back how?
Through worship services.
Yeah.
Now, you can worship, without a temple, off season, but the amount you get back may not be worth it, and there are modifiers that make it more difficult. Does that all make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she should be here.
Out in the desert, sprawled out on your back. I'm going to die if I don't get assistance.
Hanging from the tree of woe.
Can I go too far?
Well, healing rate.
Calendar maps. History maps. Character sheet. Counters. Okay. It should be in here. Oh, maybe.
Okay.
I thought I saved her as a PDF.
So I guess we should know. We get back to Heart Swamp.
Oh, I bet it's in a backup folder from the last campaign. That's right. She's got to be from the last campaign.
Village. Next morning. So I guess it would be nice to know what day, week, and season it is.
Yep, I can tell you that in just, well, it's Earth season, 1627. And
Since we
it is now the 30th. Which, by the way, is spring equinox. Oh, here we go. Campaigns. Here we go. Cracks of Carving. Oh,
well, it may not be worth something there, so.
Killer's Caverns.
I have the bestiary if I can look. You want me to look it up?
Well, the bestiary will give you,
Generic.
stat ranges. Yeah.
You
It won't
remember
give you her
this?
specific stuff.
Okay.
Okay, it's not in
Well, here's
4.
my note. The chieftain thinks the shaman in the woods may be the reason for the strange activities. That's back from March 12th, so it's been a while.
Yeah. These combats do take a long time. She shouldn't be in here. Let me check. It's actually possible. I've got pictures of the map decor if you wear, but I don't have any pictures of her. And I know we had a picture of her.
Mm-hmm. We do. I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's in the chat box room somewhere. Chat box.
Maybe.
General. Let me see.
Okay. Naiad, here she is. Irene was her name. And she has... Oh, it's just heal 2. She might have a higher heal. It could also be... in my PCs folder. Yep, that's where she is. She's in the PCs folder on my desktop.
Okay.
Now, when I just looked at Arena with the heal 2, that was from the spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet may have changed because it does that randomization thing. So it may be different than the actual PDF that I saved. So I'm double checking that right now, which I can't because I've got my thing open. Dang it. I'll just move it on. Close. Not responding. Close. Okay. Where's Discord? There's Discord. Character sheets. Upload. Let's see. Renee. Open. Okay, so in the character sheets text channel on Discord, I just uploaded a Renee.
All right.
And I was just seeing, is there a way to just open it from here?
There it is. You click, and I hit
Nope.
open file, blank, and there it is. She's got 6 rune points, so she can
Right.
use rune magic. To
Right, and that will quote stack with the heal too, so you can use that for bringing everybody up. Just download it, didn't it? Yep. Okay. What heal level does she have with her heal spell? Is it a heal 2? Or is it something higher?
Heal 2.
Heal 2, yep.
Okay. So if you did want to summon her, you could. And she could use her magic points and her rune points to cure wounds to help bring people up.
Doesn't it fully with it when you use a rune point?
Now, the rune point allows you to heal up to the number of magic points you put into it. Now, you guys could be filling those crystals up and hand both of those to her.
Sure.
Yeah, but you'd like to have, let's see, Arestra is really damaged. How are you doing, Davin?
I was pretty wiped out. I'm actually only down a couple of hit points at this point, but that's because we spent all kinds of...
Right. Well, I'm looking at magic points. Okay, she's got 24. And she's got 6 rune points.
Yep.
So Looking at a restaurant. Mike says she's only got one hit point. No, one magic point. I gotta go look at his email.
Now she's got to have more than just one hit point because we healed her leg up to +1. So she could walk.
Correct.
I want to say her arm was down as well.
Well, I've got a
I'm looking at her sheet.
and I think if we all put power into the crystals, we shouldn't really be concerned about what the actual numbers might be. She should have sufficient power in addition to the crystals to heal everyone.
How much do the crystals hold?
I have 7.
I have 8.
Okay.
So there's 15 plus her own magic points.
Right. And those 15, she can have you guys refill over every time she heals somebody.
Correct.
So the real question is, how many rune points is she spending?
Well, technically, the maximum would be 1 per person if needed. So who actually needs it? So that would be a restaurant.
Mike says a restaurant has 2 hit points. So she's down 12.
Was she unconscious in the hallway? In the tunnel? Well, maybe she was.
I think she was.
Okay. So the male dark troll is down. The female dark troll is 5.
Okay, so there's 2.
I'm only down 3, but it's all in the same place. So eventually I get better.
Yeah, but you don't want us to be waiting here in town for a week, right? That's what we're trying to get across to.
Correct.
Can we take off tomorrow kind of thing?
So that would be 3. And what about
Savros?
Stavros, yeah.
He might have just been down.
He was down half his hit points, but it was general hit points. But still, it's
Okay.
7 or 8 or 6 or 5.
Right. So that'd be another rune point, though.
Okay. So we're up to 4. What about Subutai? Subutai. I don't know what his status is.
I'm not sure either, but he was not involved in like the last 2 fights. But he was involved with the fight in the hallway with those guys.
Yeah, because his cat got killed.
Yeah. Did he take serious damage?
I guess we can assume that we can heal. That's 5 out of 6 rune points. Would she be? Or is that just something she does because I summon her and say, hey,
Roll percentile for me.
It doesn't take effort. Roll a percentile, she says. I roll a massive 67.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 3d6 for me and then a d20.
So how do I do that?
Exclamation 3d6 and then exclamation 1d20.
3d6. All right, that adds up to 12.
Okay, and the d20?
How many? Just one?
Just one, yeah.
13.
Okay, yeah, this is a homebrew mechanic I use for reactions and stuff. So Okay. So yeah, she'll cast the magic on you guys that you guys need to heal up. So we're talking about 4 rune points, right?
Yes.
And an indeterminate number of magic points, which won't matter because everybody will heal up their magic points by the next day.
Right.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Oh, okay. So I need to mark off 2 rune points.
Yep.
Well, that's pretty much neutered me. All right. So what you're saying is we're healed up.
Yes, everybody's hit points are back up.
My arms go back up to 4. Wink.
And everybody's magic points are back up.
0 magic points. Oh, okay.
Because we'll be staying around enough to get everybody's magic points back up.
All right. And my 8-point storage crystal has got 8.
Sure.
All right. So
Because there are enough people to spread load that.
We got our
to
low
fill it
level
up.
magic back. Our everyday magic.
Yep.
Ugh.
So I have 2 rune points left.
There you go.
Who else has rune points?
The female dark troll has 1 rune point left.
And do we know Mike and Michael's rune point count?
Restra 0.
0. Okay.
And
And-
Large 0.
And
What about Subutai? Oh,
Super I want to say, had 2 left.
okay.
But I don't know if any of those got used for that last bit of healing you guys did last session. I should have reviewed that.
I think so.
But I was too busy building something.
And how about Severus? How's his rune point status?
What rune spells do you have, Severos? Is he still there?
Sorry, what was that?
How many rune points do you have?
I didn't use any rune points. For
I mean, how many? What rune spells do you have?
I have Shield, True Sword, Sever Spirit, Oath, and Morale. And then
Plus
all
all
the
the
base
common.
ones.
Okay. I'm trying to think if you would have used any of those. Actually, probably not. Because of your situation. All that, tied, gagged.
I think we did all the healing after we had the. So, yeah, it's probably.
Okay, so Severus has got 3 then.
I said 5.
Oh, he's got Severus?
I have 5 points, yeah.
You sacrifice more power.
Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3. There's a minimum of 3 rune magic healing spells in the party. So with that, I'm kind of inclined either I'm willing to go back. I'm also willing to
Check out the Shaman.
Yep. But there's a third option, which seems like we ought to at least consider, which is we've investigated, we know what's going on here. We know that there's spirits involved, and we are sorely ill-equipped to deal with that issue.
Spirit magic.
So one thought would be to let the Thane know and suggest that he prevail upon the higher authorities in the area to send people that can deal with this.
I was one of those people.
Well, you can explain what you're doing there if you want.
Yeah, I was sent by a fellow Humakti shaman to discover what the missing, where all the missing ducks were going, all the Humakti duck soldiers that were going missing. So that's why I was there, or that's why I was here when I got captured. I ended up fighting a spirit. I beat it, and so they gagged me. And my fetch is still at the temple. So Savros is
What temple? Wait, what are you talking about? Fetch?
the fortress.
What
Oh,
fortress?
you don't know what that is. My fetch is a continuation of my soul. So
Okay, you misunderstand my question. Are you a shaman?
yes,
Oh. And you have a fetch which is at, you said temple. What temple are you talking about?
the temple that they took us to, the temple that they took the prisoners to. So
In the-
underneath the fortress
In the swamp.
in the swamp is a temple where the knight, or not knight, whatever the queen lady
So-
is.
So how did your fetch get separated from you such that it is still in there?
They separated, well, they beat it in combat after beating me, and then have it trapped by another spirit, which is then fighting it every time it gains magic back.
Okay.
So it's being quote unquote tortured in the basement cellar area of the fortress.
Okay. I wish you had told us that earlier.
The reason we left was because it was more important to take the
Survivors.
villagers back to the town.
Okay.
And nobody was in fighting shape anyway, from what I understood.
Okay. So you have a fetch which is trapped in the temple by another spirit, and we have now. You can discorporate yourself, right?
Yes.
Okay, but that takes like an hour.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So is that a spell for you, or is that going to be a rune point for you?
It's a ritual.
You're not answering my question. There are
It's
two
not
ways
a
to
rune
do
point.
It is not a rune point. Okay.
Do we have? Are there? Is there spirit magic to mend, repair damaged weapons and shields?
Not rune magic. There is spirit magic that does that.
That's what I'm saying. Spirit magic. Is there
Yeah,
some?
it's amending.
Actually, it's
Is there-
repair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So is repair common,
Mm.
or do you have to know that?
You have to know it.
Well, I know that Arestra's shield is damaged, and
We could ask the chieftain.
male dark troll shield maul is
Maul.
about God.
Yep.
We can ask the chieftain for some
A maul
additional
should be easy enough to
supplies
get.
if we're going to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's common equipment, that can get replaced yet.
Okay.
They won't have a
So-
maul here, but they'll have a large shield.
Our shield is 16 points.
Yep.
Broadsword.
Well, it sounds kind of like we need to recover the fetch before we go after the other shaman. So it sounds like a trip back to the temple to me.
All right,
Yeah.
I don't know the game mechanics. So does anybody have repair?
I don't believe anybody in the party does.
Okay, so you say a shield is common enough to get replaced.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How about a broadsword? Yes or no?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just going to subtract the damage. And a dagger or a normal spear, probably.
Absolutely. Yep.
Well, I didn't realize I had so many things damaged.
Brian?
Yeah.
Does the chieftain have access to a repair spell?
So the only thing that can't get repaired out of all our stuff is the maul. Oh, okay. What else could we give the guy?
We're investigating options.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I'm healed up and I'm repaired. Save spreadsheet. Point. Okay, Arrestra. Damage. How does Mike do? Battle axe hit points, is that normally 8?
No, it should be higher.
Okay, so his battle axe is damage. Is that a common thing?
That should be fairly common, yeah. It does not look like there's anybody in the village with a repair spell.
Okay.
So anybody know off the top of their head what a battle axe hit points is? That's the only thing that
I can
looks
open up the book and look for it.
Okay.
We've got right here. Battle axe has 8.
It is 8?
Yep.
Okay, never mind. All right, so it looks like 464. I think Arrestra's back in shape. So we want to go back to the swampy place.
That's what it sounds like. I know, Machty needs to go back. He needs to get his fetch.
Yeah.
Can't leave that behind. Now, strictly speaking, he could just discorporate and go to the fetch on the spirit plane and fight the thing guarding it and free it that way. Now, the risk, of course, is that there are other things there as well to deal with. But
Yes.
if we go there, he's still going to have to discorporate to go and fight whatever it is that's holding the fetch. So even if we get to the fetch itself, is it a physical form of fetch or is it a spirit? It's a spirit, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's probably on the spirit plane. So he's going to have to discorporate regardless.
Well, it depends on how
It is being held. Because when you win in spirit combat, what can you do with a spirit that you beat in spirit combat? There are a handful of different things. You can make it teach you magic spells it has, or you can put it into a matrix, or you can put it into a crystal, or there's other things that you can do that you guys just don't necessarily understand or know about.
So you're saying you could capture a fetch that way?
Yeah.
I didn't think that would be possible.
It's a spirit.
So it could be bound to something. If it's bound to something, would he be able to see that?
I believe so. I've been telling him that he can tell basically where his fetch is when he's within range.
Okay. All right. Well.
And with second sight, he can always tell if a spirit or person or whatever has power below his, 5 or below, or power above his, 5 or more, or within that 10-point range of his power.
Okay. And he can see
Holy crap!
items as well. Is that correct?
If it has power, he can see it.
So a spirit bound into an item having power would reveal that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
What happened over with you, Aiden?
Oh,
Lightning
well,
flash.
my dad laughed. Yeah, that it was really close.
He what?
The lightning was really close, and it shook the house, and it
You had
freaked me out.
a lightning strike?
Yep.
Yeah, it surprised me.
Is there a game? This is out of character. Is there a game in the game? Is there a way for me to, as you say, discorporate and enter into spirit combat? Is there a rune point, or how does that happen?
You have to know how to do it.
Yeah, there are rune spells to discorporate. There is actually a shaman ability to discorporate. That's what Aiden was talking about. It doesn't take any magic points or anything. It takes a ceremony and he goes.
Oh, okay.
He's taught that as a shaman.
For non-shaman, is there a way to assist a shaman? Man, I got pretty good spirit combat score, but I'm just curious how. That means I can defend myself if a spirit attacks me.
Yeah, if I discorporate, can I take them with me?
No.
So basically, my spirit combat's only good for defensive purposes.
Yes.
If I get attacked, I can attack back. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now,
out of character, there are drugs and stuff that can do that as well.
There's what?
Drugs.
Drugs that'll put you under.
Drugs?
There are drugs that can help you, that can allow you to discorporate.
Hallucinogenic things, huh?
Yeah. Is that
yeah. Gotcha.
Is that like known in certain areas?
Yeah, so they don't have that necessarily around here.
You wouldn't know unless you were from an area.
That kind of stuff's in Prax.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Hi. So should we head on back to the swamp?
Sure.
Do we have a little better idea of how to get there now that we've done it ourselves? Or do we? Still a chance of getting lost, I assume.
Well, not necessarily getting lost, because now that it all depends where you go.
It takes longer than we would have anticipated.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
But before we go, perhaps we should speak with the chieftain, find out over these last couple of days how things went at the temple.
Cool. Chieftain is not here. He disappeared.
In his place is the high priest.
The old man is sitting there on the dais. Oh, no.
The chieftain is in fact not at his place. The folks there will tell you that after visiting the temple, he went to Runegate.
Well, that seems a bit suspicious, doesn't it?
Yeah, to immediately dip. Yeah, that is sus.
Is
Did he
that
say why he went to Rungate?
well? Who did he tell? For one, who fills in for him?
That's a good question. Somebody, I'm not sure who, in the village will be, assistant village elder kind of thing we fill in for.
A village elder.
And when he didn't seem to come back in a timely manner from the temple, they went to investigate at the temple, and the priestess told him that he had gone off to Rungate to
Oh,
investigate
that's not good.
events.
That's different. She said.
Yeah, that's totally different.
Yeah, but the messengers don't know that.
We don't believe her. I don't believe her.
So is it time
I sure
to
don't believe her.
confront the priestess at the temple?
I think it would be a good idea to confront her, yeah.
But what if it's the priestess and the high priest?
Hmm. Without my fetch, I have limited access to magic. Or limited points. But
Is there a way to determine reading minds there, Davin?
No, without having them in front of me.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you, like you said, we go talk to the priestess, but is there something that you could try to do? Probably is supposed to see if she's telling the truth.
It doesn't quite work like that. It takes time to do the spell, and if they're not cooperative, they have to be helped into a cooperative state.
Ah,
I'm good at helping people into cooperative states.
drugs. Way more drugs.
Well, that and a good clubbing usually helps people be more
We don't know how many
persuasive.
temple guards there might be.
True, we don't have the chieftain's favor at the moment. It would just be us versus the priestess and the guards.
Okay, well, what do you want to do, Davin? We'll support you.
Well, my thinking is the shaman without his fetch is that's a problem.
Yes, it is.
So at the very least, we have to go back
If
to
that's
the
priority number one, let's go do it.
Yeah.
Would
We're gonna wait for nightfall, grab the dark trolls, snag the boat,
little Ilian and our Ilian.
and head downriver.
Can you help me
Yeah.
with trying to get?
What do they think of the chieftain running off to Rungate without saying anything to us?
They are very suspicious of that.
Okay.
In fact, they may actually stay and investigate that. That will become a top priority for them.
What will they investigate?
The disappearance of the chieftain.
Ah,
Okay. So I think working together is better served.
Oh, isn't there a way to?
As in talking to the trolls, right?
Yeah, I think Brian's going to respond. He's thinking.
Oh.
Oh, like you guys want to help them? You're willing to stay and help them?
Well, vice versa. They should come with us to get my fetch so that we can help them when we get back.
Their loyalty is more towards the chieftain. So they are staying and finding out what happened.
so we either
Okay.
help them or just go strike off to the swamp right now and get the fetch and come back.
Well, the shaman without his fetch is severely, it's like fighting without a sword arm. He
You mean like what we were just doing? Fighting without a shield arm?
right.
It lasts long if you don't have a shield arm and they strike you in the shield arm. Ow. All right.
So yeah, as much as I want to stay and help the trolls, I don't.
It's not practical.
Correct.
All right.
Okay. All right. So it's going to take us a couple of days. Where can we meet up in, say, no more than 3 days? Because we're not going to go and stay down there.
Yeah.
You're talking to the trolls?
Yes.
You can come back at night 3 days hence.
If they have to leave Marsh Edge, they will leave a note in their house.
Okay.
Otherwise, they'll be at the house,
Okay.
at least during the day.
Let's have a hidden spot for the note.
Okay.
So it's not just out in the open.
Right, yeah, you guys can be in the house discussing, okay, where would we put a note and what would it look like, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Okay. All right. So find a spot, and that's where we will look for a note. Likewise, if we get back and you're not here and there's no note, we will put a note in that spot for you.
Oh, okay, yes. Good idea.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go.
You gonna wait for nightfall, or do you want to leave like midday, or what?
As soon as possible.
Do we know how long it took us to row boat each way? Once with guidance and once on our own?
I want to say it took an hour to get to the swamp or to the marsh.
That's not very long.
It's not very far away, but you were going downstream. Coming back up, it took longer.
Okay, so what we need to decide is, do we want to approach at night or approach going during the day?
I think during the day is better.
Yeah.
Now, the vision that you have of the path was at night.
Yeah, we want to go in the day. We want to be there in the day.
Okay.
All right. Let me see if I can get my navigation going. Humming on the water. See if I can inspire myself again. Come on, water. Yes. So that's a plus 20. I've got a slight chance. My slight chance just went up to a maybe chance.
Remember the exclamation point.
Yep. I rolled a 7. I succeeded even without.
Holy cow.
So a 7 out of 30.
It should still be a special. Oh, almost. It's not. Takes a 6. But it's a rigor success. So you'll be able to keep the boat, in the center, going down the way it needs to go, keeping with the stream. So I think it's so far to get into the swamp.
What do you know? I actually passed the ship handling.
Do need a intelligence times 4 from David
Okay.
to make sure you can get the right markers in this swamp, because things look different during the day than they do at night.
Success.
All right. So you come up onto the boat ramp. The shards of the old boat are still there.
Tie some ribbons on along the trees as we go. Dun, 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 dun.
Let's
All
go.
right.
Let's get in there.
Okay. Into the tower, down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to investigate any of the floor before going down further? Because you go down 2 levels to get to where you were.
So I remember there was like a rickety stairwell in these towers, right?
Yeah, it's rickety going up.
Going up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want anything coming in behind us. So yeah,
If I turned on my second sight, would I just be able to see if there's any powers within those two levels?
Well, the distance you have is your
Yeah, I don't know the
power.
distance.
I guess power in meters. It's not really that far, but I could be wrong.
Power meters seems fair to me. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's not too far, but it's okay.
well,
Yeah.
there's
Goes
nothing
through a
in here
floor.
that's very far. So
Good.
just walking down the hallways,
Yeah,
looking
but you
I can
could,
through the
see
doors.
pretty deep. Yeah.
Right.
you can look up and look down also, I guess.
Yeah, that would be definitely something I would be doing. Looking all around to make sure that we can at least
Look for
I
more.
can at least see if there's something around. Yeah.
That's very powerful.
Yeah, I'd be able to basically see if it's human, super weak, or super strong. That's what we'd get at.
If we get to that room where the spiral staircases are, that'd be nice to look upwards to where the heavy breathing is.
Okay,
I'm
dude.
not sure
Second
how you
sight.
determine race from seeing power.
He's talking
That
about
was
differentiating between people and spirits. That's what he's talking about. That was something he's been trying to discuss with me on. Can I tell if something is just a random spirit or if it's a person with power?
Oh, how about monsters? Don't they have power?
Yeah, because spirit only has charisma and power, and it would be only on the spirit plane, whereas people could be on either. And I would
Right.
think that they would look different. So that's what I was talking about. In reference to, I think, your question, no, I cannot tell. But the gap in, or the spread in the power that I can tell is the human capacity. So anything above, like I can't
Okay.
tell exact numbers.
I get what you're trying to say, but if you have a troll that has 12 power and you have a human that has 12 power and they're standing side by side,
Oh yeah, no,
how
I would not
you
be able to tell the
differentiate?
difference. No.
Exactly my point, right?
Oh,
Okay. So all you can determine is there's something in there with power, and it's
Well, I
not a
can
spirit
determine
or
if
it is a
it's
spirit.
within a certain range of mine. That was my distinction of
Exactly.
if it was human or not.
Okay. Well, that's the point I'm trying to make is I don't know that you can differentiate race or species aside from there's something there and it's within this power range.
Well, yeah, but there are capacities that species can't go past.
Okay.
For example,
So
people
if
don't get a power over 21. So if this thing has got,
a power that's out of my range, it's most likely not a person because a person can't be out of my range.
gotcha. Okay,
Well,
using it as a filter.
Yes, I'm there's no actual telling what it is, but I'm filtering.
okay.
Yes.
Thank
Got
you.
it.
There's no ability for me to tell exact species. It would just be a guess. Hey, this thing is higher than what humans can have. Therefore, it shouldn't be a
It's
human.
not a human. Right.
Yeah.
okay, the range is 50 meters.
Okay.
That's a good long range.
It certainly is.
That's less than. Actually, that's way more than power in meters.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Okay, so we don't need this picture anymore.
I don't see it anyway.
There we go. Okay, where's my
Live.
stop streaming? There we go. So map, do I just have another? Well, we don't need that map either, do we?
That all depends on where we are when we have an encounter.
True.
So this fetch, do you know where the spirit combat took place? So we get fairly close for you to find it?
No, because the spirit combat took place at when I was knocked unconscious.
So
But I can tell where it would have been dragged once I'm in range of it. I can tell where it is, and from there we can find out where to go. But I know it's down. I believe it is below us.
Here we go. How about... Nope, that's not what I wanted. Come on. There it is. Okay. I went live with another picture. You guys see that?
Yeah.
This is the first level after you come down the tower stairs.
Oh, nice.
So, wait, here we go. So this room is that storage room that had, weapons and food and stuff. These 4 little rooms are those barracks rooms that everybody was in.
Yep.
This room's got that goop in the middle.
Don't remember that.
This door opened up into the center area. Remember, the water was all over? This is the door that was busted open. And there was, I think, a lamp on, or a candle on a table in here that kind of lit things up. And these were those 3 different rooms that had beds in them. So if you kind of walk down the hallway, come back, and come down this way, that kind of a spanning deal using the second sight.
Yeah.
We drag dead bodies into those.
Yeah, this one has dead bodies in it. They're now like 3-4 days old.
They're not zombies, at least.
No, but 4 of them are missing.
Thanks.
Because those 4 you killed as zombies down in the level below.
Oh, that's true. You killed.
But I need to double check something because you are going to be able to sense something here.
So which tower is it? The lower left? The lower right? Is that the one we came down?
Yep, that is the one you came down.
Okay. Somebody want to fill me in on this room with the goo? I must not have been on that session.
I don't know anything about it either.
Okay, use it. That's town. Those guys.
While you're looking that up for Aiden, can I take a quick break? I see Davin wanted to get something to eat, I guess, or
Sure thing. Yeah, go ahead.
he's gonna go get a cup of coffee or something. All right.
Sounds good. I'll go ahead and pause things and we will come back. Okay, so as I was mentioning, in that central tower is a creature whose power is greater than yours. And you can tell that by as you triangulate going around.
Yep. Okay.
And that there are crocodiles out in the water there.
Yeah. I'll go
But
ahead
nothing else on this level.
Yeah, we should move on. Unless you guys want to mess with the thing in the middle, whatever it is.
Is it possible that we go down, we can see the next level? Maybe from a hallway that was taking us to this central tower. Huh. That rough cave. We'll see.
Can you give us an idea of when you say greater than your power, is it like a lot greater or a little greater?
I can only tell if it is outside of a range of 10 from mine, correct?
Right, yeah, if it's more than 5 above, it's greater. If it's less than 5 below, it's less. Otherwise, it's in that range.
So if his power is 10, then this guy's power is 16 or greater.
Correct.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it could be a person.
Yes. Important to ask clarifying questions. Okay. So let's we're here for the fetch at the moment.
Yes.
So let's pursue that.
Okay. Okay. Back down the stairs from the tower?
Mhm.
Okay. So let me do this.
It's good that you built the map.
All right. Can you see that one?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is that same tower that you came down.
Ah, I was right. This tip.
And you went through, and there's the tunnel
Mm-hmm.
into an area.
Okay.
If you're looking with your second sight,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you'll be able to tell that he's above you from this level.
What is above us?
That power greater than 15.
Okay. It's not the fetch.
Nope.
Okay.
I can tell the difference. Once I can sense my fetch, I'll know it is there, correct?
Yes.
Well, each hex is a meter, so 50 hexes out is the entire area we can see. So where is it?
From here, he doesn't sense it.
So it's
So
not
that's
here.
lower.
Here, where I have the arrow.
Okay. So
Dead zombies.
Yeah.
They're still here. You going through the tunnel?
okay, sure.
Go through the tunnel.
Each hex is a meter,
Yeah.
correct?
Dead things here. From here, he can sense his fetch.
Oh.
It is down and to, using this map, the north.
Wow. So it's at the edge. And that's 50 meters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Holy crap.
So we either have to go down and find another route or up to find another route.
So
Down.
do you sense anything directly above us? Can you see up the stairs that Angrelar, I'm sorry, that, Angrelar went up. No, Arrestra, I'm sorry, that Arrestra went up. So point over there, those stairs, do you sense anything up there?
That 15 or higher power, 16 or higher power thing is right above this area.
Oh, that's what so those stairs go up into that area. It's the same.
Up to the central tower, yep.
Okay.
The keep. They go up into the keep.
Interesting. Okay. All right.
And that's where the deep
And it's
heavy breathing
daylight.
came from.
Yeah. So there's probably some moving around. You can probably hear something moving around up there.
Okay.
So to get to the fetch, we either have to go up and over or down and over somehow.
Well, these two stairwells are spiral staircases that go both up and down.
Right.
So down,
We'll have to make a
not up.
choice.
Yeah, we'll be going down.
That's towards the temple area. Is that what you recall?
That is what I recall, yes.
Do you remember going down clockwise or counterclockwise down the spiral staircase? The only reason I ask is maybe this room below us is so.
Yeah, it's a good question. Well, he knows that he went down.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
Brian?
all.
Well, if you're blindfolded, you'd know if you're turning to the left or turning
Yeah, he would have been turning to the right,
going down.
going down.
So to me, I assume that's the left-hand one, right?
If you look at them both, they both do the same thing.
They both turn in the same direction?
Yep.
Oh, interesting construction. All right. Well,
What's your battle skill?
Ooh.
Battle?
Yeah, everybody can roll battle.
Battle. Where do you find battle?
It's a knowledge skill.
Yeah, it should be up at the top of the knowledge.
Mine is 45. We need to roll it, you said?
Sure, go ahead.
This is what allows us to determine strategies.
Yep.
16. Yeah, 16.
Yours was the 55, actually,
How can you tell?
because my message sent first, so the first one to pop up would be mine, and then your message sent, so the second one would be yours.
How can you tell?
Well,
Based
Stavros
on
is first.
it's yes.
I typed before you did.
Yeah, that's literally what happened. That's so that was my 16.
Because David's is light enough that it actually shows David and then his dice parser.
Yeah.
But the two above, yeah, we're too close together.
We clicked enter quickly, yes, but Savros is above Ingvar,
Okay.
so I assume that.
So, Savros can explain that they rotate that direction so you can fight with your right hand as you're below. Somebody's coming down the stairs, they're fighting against the circle. If you're defending from below, you're defending with the circle.
I think I see.
Yeah, that's standard castle stuff.
Yep, exactly. That's why they go the same direction instead of being opposite. So if you were fighting a defensive retreat, you'd be able to defend on the way down these stairs.
But doesn't being above someone give you a good enough leverage?
You do get a bonus being above someone, yes. But if you're fighting down the stairs and they're curving to the right, that means that your swing is trying to go through the center of the wall. So you'd have to be throwing overhand stuff to get down to anybody.
Yeah, you'd only be able to unless you had something like a spear.
Yeah, perhaps. But then a spear is still on the right side, right?
Anyway,
yeah, but how deep? Well, yeah, I know. I'm just trying to envision it. How wide is the
one
staircase? Just one? Oh,
yeah, the stairs themselves are a meter wide kind of thing.
Oh.
They're fairly narrow.
Then a large, heavily breathing creature may not be able to come down.
That's true. Yep.
So we want to take one step.
Unless it was really skinny.
Yeah,
like a snake.
Yeah.
Like a snake.
Uh-oh.
Should we go down both sides at the same time?
I think they lead to the same place.
Well, that's why we should go down it so we're not bottlenecked. Says
not so far apart that sure.
Okay, so you split, go down at the same time.
Yep.
You both get down to the bottom, and that is actually this room here.
Oh, okay.
So these staircases are the same as these staircases.
Gotcha. Oh, and it does head off towards the north. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, there are all kinds of spirits down here, by the way. To the north. Like swarming. Maybe even a very small vortex. If anybody knows what that is.
Don't think
Nope.
I do.
This line right here are curtains that are draped across this area.
We've seen
tornado as a
We've
vortex.
we've seen curtains before.
Mm-hmm. There are some supplies down here. What else is down here?
Is it apparent this might have been the torture chamber
Oh, no, this is not a torture chamber.
or a
No, it's
combat?
upstairs.
The
Well,
closest thing you came to a torture chamber would have been this room here with those tables.
Savras said he fought downstairs, the spirit combat.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's beyond the curtains. Okay. So is there any preparatory stuff we can do?
Question.
Yeah.
Is the fetch on level with us now?
I will look.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And north.
Yes.
So in that swarm of spirits.
And by swarm, can I
Vortex.
differentiate how many there are? Or are they too convoluted that I can't like separate one spirit from another?
Roll percentile.
Okay. Ah, 80.
Lots. Dozens and dozens. It's not like
Okay.
hundreds or anything.
Okay.
Are they all within range of, or are they all within my range, or some greater?
Most of them are greater.
Okay. I'll relay that.
A large number would be within range. None are below.
I didn't think so. Yeah.
No, let me take that back. The vast majority of them are above. There'd be a significant number that are within range, and there'll be a few that are below. Well, maybe it's more like a pyramid.
Does Blade Sharp help against spirit combat?
If an adventurer is engaged in spirit combat with a spirit,
Yeah.
then it has manifested. And a manifested spirit that gets hit with magic takes damage from the magic. Yes.
So then what do you do with the spirit combat and the spirit combat damage?
Spirit combat is magic point damage.
Pete, let me try to help.
Yeah,
Imagine that a spirit's hit points are its magic points.
Yes.
Okay.
Whoever goes to 0 die wins loses.
Right. Your Blade Sharp will do 2 points of damage to a spirit's magic points, i.e. its hit points.
Yeah, but it says here that I have, spirit combat damage 1d6 plus 1. If I have Blade Sharp, does that make it 1d6 plus?
No, those are different attacks. Your spirit combat skill right next to it,
right?
Spirit combat, you would roll that number or less to engage your spirit combat damage. So if a spirit attacks you, you can defend yourself with spirit combat, or you can swing at it.
Swing at it with a weapon that's got magical
Right.
power.
So if
So
your
I have
spirit
a choice.
combat does D6 plus some number,
Right.
you're better off using your spirit combat unless your sword skill is really good.
Well, my sword's, yeah, it is. So my spirit combat's 63%. Broadsword is 95%.
Okay. Your spirit combat damage.
Is a D6 plus 1.
Okay. So you're going to do a minimum of 2.
Right.
Your blade sharp does 2 period.
2. So it's a wash. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right. So you get a D6 plus 1 with your spirit combat.
So make a choice of how to either. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now that's where you have a choice.
Yeah.
If a spirit engages you in spirit combat, you have to ask Brian how he's going to handle that, whether you can swing at it or not. But my take is that 63% for the D6 plus 1, that's probably what you want instead of your 80% only doing 2 points. 95 only doing 2 points.
Okay. Thank you. Lesson learned. I think I've only had spirit combat once, and that was in the underground cave with the rope bridges and all that stuff.
Right. We haven't done a lot.
I didn't have blade sharp then.
Right.
Okay.
So yes, to answer your question, there are some things we can do. I have strength that I could cast on people.
Yes, but spirit has to initiate the combat.
To engage spirit combat, yes.
Okay.
That's not something we can do.
Okay.
Unless Severus wants to discorporate here, and then we're doing a ritual for an hour.
And does things like befuddle and coordination and disruption, do they all work on spirits?
It depends. Disruption would. Befuddle only if it had intelligence, and not all spirits have intelligence.
Okay. So in general, it depends on the stat of the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
But
although, can you befuddle animals? Probably, and animals have no intelligence, so maybe you can. In fact, I did let that happen with one of the other spirits.
So, spirit combat. What's? It's just okay. You're rolling to hit. There's no dodge or parry or anything, right?
It's just the spirit combat roll.
So doing a shimmer on yourself
doesn't help. You need spirit shield or spirit block
so
or something like that.
It's spirit screen is what it is.
Okay.
I do know of that. I don't have spirit screen known though.
Okay, so we have no defensive magics against spirits. Is that what I'm hearing?
At the moment, yes.
So we're concerned about right now. Okay.
No.
Do we have anything that will help us in this situation? Because dozens of spirits attacking us is not going to be pretty.
There's only 1, 2.
I'm useful in doing lots of damage to spirits. However, that would be one spirit at a time.
And they would have to choose to attack you.
Unless I discorporate.
Right. As I
then
said
I can
earlier,
just go in and start doing stuff.
An hour ritual.
Doesn't your
can't speed up your ritual.
That's not what I was going with. I was gonna go with, don't you have spells that you could be using during that time? Are you able to cast any of your magic as rituals?
So my stuff requires a lot more time and a lot more power. Those are things that we would have to have done last week.
Oh, okay. I did not know that at all. That was my misunderstanding of your character's abilities. Okay.
So, yes, to answer your question, there were things that I could have done 2 weeks ago, but we're kind of past that point. Other than a strength, I can cast some strength on people if they want to donate the magic points to do it.
What does strength do for us?
Strength. Go ahead.
It increases all your strength stored of things by a factor. So if you have a strength damage bonus of 1d4, it goes up to 1d6. If it's 1d6, it goes up to 2d6. All of your manipulation and agility skills go up by 5%.
Yeah. But would that apply to spirit combat?
Strength? No.
But if there's...
Zombies.
So he can't... Can he see whether there's anything alive in there, anything other than a spirit?
That's how I should have worded it, Dad. Can I tell the difference between a living creature and a non-living spirit? Because spirits aren't alive.
Yeah, they are. Spirits are alive. But the spirits, you can tell there's a bunch of spirits out there because they're like swirling around, right? That's what this whole vortex kind of description is.
Yes.
So those are obviously spirits because people don't do that.
Then there are lots of dots that are just standing.
There are...
Sorry, not standing, but just... Well, yeah. Essentially
2...
floating there.
That's not it.
2. Well, maybe there's like, what do they use? Shamans?
They are both stronger than you.
Okay.
But we pull the curtain back and peg them with arrows.
Yeah, you can kill humans.
Well, I guess, are you going to do your ritual? Should we
I mean,
retreat
sitting
somewhere
here
else?
for an hour.
Yeah, sitting here for an hour is kind of silly. I didn't think of it.
We can go to a safer room.
Well, I think the question to be asking ourselves is, fighting dozens of spirits, is that a practical thing for us to be considering?
Exactly.
Don't know. What's the average number of
Well,
spell points that
Okay. Something to help clarify an issue here. Whenever you go to a temple, you've all been to different temples, right? You know there are temple spirits all over the place, right?
mhm.
They're not just going to willy-nilly attack anybody or everybody. Generally, you need to control a spirit to make it do something like that.
Oh, okay. You summon it and then you control it.
Yep. But if it's already right there, you don't necessarily need to summon it. It's already there. You just need to control it.
Yeah, there is control spirit and control.
So, does that mean you could theoretically understand that there can only be as many spirits attacking you as there are people to control them? Or can a very powerful person control many spirits at one time?
Well, if you control a spirit, for example, you summon, well,
It's like me.
an
if I
evil
summon-
sorcerer summons a disease spirit, right? Attack that guy. Control another disease spirit. Attack that guy. Control another disease spirit. Attack that guy.
So
It took 3 control spells, but it didn't need to maintain control over them because he gave them a direction. And so they're going to keep attacking that guy until one of 2 things happen. They win or they lose.
Those spells, it's spirit magic, those spells, right?
I believe there are control spells of all 3 types of magic.
I'm saying every time they do it, though, they're burning
Something, yeah.
something, and they're getting weaker and weaker, vulnerable to spirit magic themselves.
Okay, well, The fetch is back there, so if we're going to get the fetch, we have
Yes,
to...
and the fetch is there. The fetch is there. Ooh.
Can I see? What
There is another
initiating it
power
in
there
combat?
that is within your range. So there's two powers that are greater than yours. One that's within your range and your fetch. That's separate from this vortex of
Swirling
spirits.
mass.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Does it help
Then-
clarify?
Yes.
Yes. I'm going
I
to
w-
cast strength on myself.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Blade Sharp 4 on my spear.
Okay. Anything else?
Does anybody want a strength spell?
Sure. How long is this?
Okay. Could you put 2 points of power into this crystal? And
Sure, I have
you
my own.
may have a strength spell.
I'm guessing a Restra would like that too.
Oh,
Okay.
a Restra would.
What does strength do again? It increases your.
Your damage
Your damage bonus goes up by a factor, and your manipulation and agility skills go up by 5%.
Okay.
Subutai doesn't need it, would he? To shoot arrows? No.
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 Nope. He would want
So-
something like speed art.
Don't have it.
I think
I
he
have
had it
speed art
already.
though. What you're doing, casting it for the people, can anyone do that, or is that something that you're specially able to do?
I don't understand your question. Do you have a strength spell?
I have the strength spell, yeah.
Okay. So do you want to cast strength on anybody?
No. That's what you were doing.
Well, I'm wondering why you asked me the question.
Because if you can do that, then I can cast. Could I not cast speed art on somebody else?
You could.
Or
You cast speed art on a weapon, not on a person.
okay, so I can cast speed art on Michael's
dart.
weapon, Subutai's.
A dart.
Well, no. You cast it on the bow.
No, it's on the arrow.
You're kidding.
Nope.
So that's why it's so good. Okay. Because it's not good at all.
Plus, I believe Subutai already has speed art.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I was wondering why people don't use that more often and why it was only 1 point. So if it gives all this bonuses, it's because it's to the
The arrow. So you've got to
arrow,
cast it
not- yeah,
once
you never
around
explained
on
that
every
to me.
area as it goes.
Yeah, exactly. You never told me that. So I probably shouldn't even have grabbed that spell because I wouldn't have taken it. But whatever.
Well, we can discuss
it.
a different option if you want afterwards.
No, it's not a big deal. It was one of the ones that the shaman brought to me anyway, so it's not like I should have had a choice anyway. Okay, then never mind. My question is it was answered there.
So I would subtract magic points. 2 for is his strength of 2?
It takes 2 magic
Strength
points to
is-
cast strength.
Yeah.
2 for strength, and if I do blade sharp 2, that's 2 more.
Yes.
So I've used 4. And I got blade sharp on my sword.
All right. It's taken me 8 rounds to cast strengths. And everyone who has a strength needs to mark off 2 points of mana, power. Magic points.
Okay.
Who wants to run a Restra and who wants to run Subutai?
Well, I have Arestra's character
I'll do
sheet.
Subutai.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have access to either, so.
I have it. Well, I already have Arestra's already up on the computer here. So
Brian,
Yes.
the rune spell morale, is that cast only on myself? Or is that used for a group of people?
It should be a group of people, but let me check. I don't know.
I'll do the same for Arestra. So she'll have strength and blade sharp 2.
This spell establishes a field around the user or picks a target that affects an entire regiment, the fighting equivalent of a fanaticism spell, but without the deleterious effects of ignoring parries and defensive tactics. The spell requires an hour-long ritual with the caster and the regiment.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about the last part. I remembered the once you start talking about the fanaticism, I remembered the spell, but
Okay.
I wouldn't have brought that up then. I do have a question then. Shield?
Yes.
The rune spell.
Correct.
What does it do? Because it's different than the spirit magic
It gives a
shield
plus
spell.
2 to armor, plus 2 armor points, and plus 2 counter magic.
For every point of shield.
For every point. So I could do 2 rune magic points and get plus 4.
No,
Yes.
It's rune points or magic points.
They're rune points. It's a rune spell. Shield.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rune magic
but-
shield.
Rune magic sometimes is fueled by magic points.
That's true. Certain ones are, but shield isn't.
Okay, shield is not. Okay.
Okay, so 2 rune magic for plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will cast 1 rune magic of shield though.
Okay.
I'll cast 1 level after I've cast my blade sharp. Does rune magic automatically go off, or do you still have to roll that?
Well, you still need to roll, but it's off of your rune. So it'd be for you either death or truth.
Oh, I'll do truth. Truth is way higher than my death. Yeah, truth is 95.
Ouch.
Yeah, I also rolled. I got the truth 95 before I rolled my, I guess, taboo and geishas, but I got multiple ones that say don't lie. So it all kind of fits. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll against my truth rune. That's a crit.
Okay, you don't lose any rune points.
Wait.
No, that's a 7. That's a special.
Ah, sorry. Yeah, crit is 5%, not 10%. That's a special. So what's the special do?
Nothing.
Okay, that's fair. I got excited for a second. Okay. My shield went off, so I get my plus 2. Let me write that down.
So what we're doing is we're individually buffing up while the ritual's going off. Right?
What ritual?
Am I doing the ritual?
I don't know.
I don't think I am. Because
Okay.
we found out that there was just the one spirit, or there's the swarm of spirits, and then there's the one spirit that's my level, and then there's 2 that are above my level, and then there's my fetch. I am making a guess that the one that is my level, which is next to my fetch, is the spirit that is continuing to fight it to keep it under control.
Probably can't leave it alone, right?
Yeah. If they left it alone, it would just gain power back, and then it would probably leave to find me.
All right. Stratagem magic.
So I don't have a way of attacking that spirit without discorporating, unless it attacks me first, or since it's attacking I'm asking Bruce a question, or Brian a question, sorry. But since it's attacking my fetch, does that automatically mean that I can be in spirit combat with it?
You cannot be in spirit combat with something that is a spirit combat with your fetch, no. Your fetch is in spirit combat.
Okay, so what can I do about that? What do I know I can do about that? Because I don't know if there's any game mechanics.
Well, you would play your fetch and do spirit combat.
Oh, okay. So instead of it just being passive, I would start doing it.
Right.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, that makes more sense then.
Except that right now, your fetch is
Quote unconscious.
No. It's possessed is not the right term either.
Controlled?
But it is controlled, yes.
Would I understand controlled to be
by somebody else actively, or could it have been like we talked about earlier, just put into something and then left there?
Either.
Okay, so I can't tell that. That's fair. Okay. Will I be able to tell once I am in connection with my fetch?
Bound. I think bound is the right word. And you do know that shamans can bind fetches to themselves or to their fetch.
So I should believe that there's another shaman in here?
So we just got to pincushion these guys till they die, and then they fetches. Is
Essentially.
that how it works?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to find out if there's a way for me to just fight whatever it is holding my fetch while you guys take on the other two.
That's possible.
Hopefully our people.
Trial and error. All right. So, do we want to initiate this combat tonight?
Oh shoot!
It is
yeah,
11:10.
it is 11:10.
I mean, I can go some farther. That's fine with me. I just need to.
Yeah,
But that'll be.
I don't have a
That
problem
will
with starting.
definitely be in the middle of combat.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with starting, but if no one else wanted to start, then I'd be okay with not going.
Because I don't think we're going to get too many strike ranks in, and then,
Yeah.
I mean, it's combat slow, so
Yeah, unfortunately it is.
and
with two of the players not physically here to roll for their characters.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We
could wait.
That'd be a good idea, I think.
All right.
Okay, and that does give you more time to discuss with me the capabilities between what the situation is going on.
And me to do some more preparations for things that are rolling now that I'm actually here looking at stuff.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, sound good?
I'm all right with that.
So we're spending 8 melee rounds here behind the carpet, or behind the curtain, buffing spells, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think David needed 8 turns to get it all the way off, yeah.
Oh, the strength's off, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a quick question. How long? Yeah, unless we get interrupted. How long do the spells? Sorry, I guess they're all different. How long does shield last?
Shield is a rune magic, and all rune magic lasts the same, and it's like 10 minutes. Does that sound right? And then spirit magic is 2.
Yeah, 10 minutes sounds right, but I don't know anything about this.
And 2 minutes is like 25 melee rounds.
Okay, near the end of his casts, yeah, I'll throw up my blade sharpened shield.
Yeah, so you want to do the shield first.
Shield first?
Yeah, do the rune magic first because it will last longer.
Ah, yeah, I see. Okay, yeah.
Okay, any questions?
No, see where we're going to pick up.
Okay, so we'll begin next session with pull back the curtain.
I like that. That's cool.
And we'll see what happens.
Unless you want to see what's behind curtain number 3.
There's multiple curtains. One's got a snake. One's got the fetch. One's got an army of undead.
Yeah, undead probably don't show up as any kind of intelligence. They probably have power.
Yeah. How does undead look?
They don't show
power, but they have power.
No, they don't.
Oh, undead doesn't have the power stat?
No, it doesn't.
What do they have? Constitution and strength?
It depends on what kind of undead they are.
Oh gosh, okay. I guess that makes sense. When you say type of undead, you don't mean like zombie to skeleton, right? You mean like zombie to like vampire level of undead, right? The power difference.
Well, even between skeletons and zombies are different too. All undead are different in their own way.
So they have different stats themselves. So like skeletons would only have like what? Dexterity and
they have dexterity and strength.
Zombies got constitution.
Well, and size. They've got size. Zombies do have constitution, yeah.
Okay.
But actually, zombies have intelligence.
So it's intelligence, but I still couldn't be able to sense it because there's no power.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's really upsetting, actually. That's gotta be scary. No wonder people don't like undead. Other than the fact that they're most
hard
likely
to kill.
dead family members.
Yeah.
Because where did dead bodies come from?
You got to kill everything twice, is what it is. As we found out.
Yeah, that does happen. Killing people twice sucks. I've had to do that a couple times throughout. The different
Okay, great.
adventures.
So a couple weeks from now, then.
Yep, 2
Oh,
weeks.
let me double check something really quick on that, because in September I'm going to be gone a couple of weekends.